Good evening, Pretoria. I'm your host, Agrod, CEO and founder of Splinterlands. Absolute pleasure to be here with you tonight as we kick off into the age of land, the time of land, the time of Pretoria. We're getting there, folks. We're getting there. We're going to have a brief show for you tonight, partly because it's like the beginning of the year and everything is just I don't know. We're a little bit divided as a company, and people are off working on things like it's just intense. So we have a relatively small cast for you this evening. So Ron, why don't you show them the cast? Let's go do a quick team stand up, and hopefully you guys can share what you're going to talk about tonight.
Well, it looks like I'm first, which is different order than usual. Hello, I'm Investigator. I'll be talking about the update that is coming up tomorrow and maybe a little bit about some of the other stuff that we've been working on, like perhaps tower defense and some upcoming changes.
All right. And Weirdbeard, anything that is on your brain these days?
Grab bag galore. Not a gab bat. Lots of stuff. I don't know. We'll have some fun. We'll just wait till we see what's we pull out of the hat.
All right. Well, let's go hop over with Gator and see what Gator's got for us on the yield update list. I'm gonna need a popsicle, guy. Don't hate me. This is my last popsicle. I gotta eat this.
Okay, so the update for tomorrow, the big thing that everybody I think already knows about is that the 4th Rift Watchers airdrop will be coming out. D-Rec, the pretty large water tank. So anybody that has bought 250 Rift Watchers packs will get a guaranteed airdrop. We do have a couple other quality of life changes going out tomorrow. So since we changed the daily focus to be on a set time, we felt it made sense that we no longer remove focus points if you re-roll your focus. The point of doing that was it used to reset your timer. Since the timer doesn't reset anymore, it just lets you re-roll what your focus goal is. So we're going to let you keep your focus points if you re-roll. The other main item for the update tomorrow is that we are changing a little bit how additional energy purchases work. So before, it was really unclear when your energy purchase would reset. So it used to be 24 hours from your last purchase. We are making it so that it just syncs up with your daily focus. So your energy will reset when your daily focus ends at midnight UTC time. It'll reset back to your base purchase cost for additional energy. That should be a lot simpler for everybody. And those are the main items going out tomorrow. We do have a couple other changes related to those that are coming up soon. So voucher utility. As part of stuff we're doing with both energy and daily quest rerolls, we're going to be adding the ability to purchase additional rerolls with vouchers. That's not going to be tomorrow. That's going to be coming up in the next probably couple weeks. We're also going to look at adding a discount on purchasing additional energy if you also burn vouchers. So hopefully both of those changes will be coming up in the next couple weeks. The purchasing rerolls should be going into QA testing tomorrow, so pretty confident that will be ready in the next week or two. And to give an update to people, so we are working on setting up Soulkeep internally. It's pretty close to where we can do internal testing at this point. basically they handed us a bunch of code and we had to figure out setting it up on our end. At this point, we're at where most of the things are running, but we need to set up what they had for a database on our end. And then I think we'll be set to do our own internal testing. If everything works, then we can probably get up on Mavs. If not, we may need to do some additional work on our end. Plus, with having brought it in-house and us running the servers, this opens up the ability for us to make some improvements. Hopefully we can just talk directly to our database instead of having to go kind of a roundabout route, which was one of the issues with Double Coconuts hosting. We didn't really want to give them open access to our production data. And kind of the impetus for us moving it in-house. Since Nate's not here, I've got a little eye candy from Soulkeep that I'll...
Eye candy?
Yeah.
Oh, these guys are playing bingo again. That's what I think Lewis is doing. Excited. I'm gonna ruin their bingo. It's gonna put in there Pretoria, land, eye candy, Soulkeep.
This is from the loading screen on the internal server.
Ranked Tournaments Guild. See, look, I knew it. I saw it.
So that is most of what's coming up in the short term. I know we've got some other changes that are coming next week, but Weirdbeard's got to talk about those.
All right. Is that your list of updates then? You're good?
Yeah, I'm good. Hopefully people are happy with those. And that's what we've got with a very limited dev staff working on anything besides.
Yeah. There's not tons of wiggle room right now. We just got to get land out. Man, I'm gonna have to I don't know if I want to go say all their bingo words or completely avoid all their bingo words. I'll have to go back and forth, or maybe at the end I'll just spew things out. All right, Gator, thank you for that. I guess let's go hop over to Weirdbeard. And Weirdbeard, what are we doing tonight? How are we rolling this thing?
Well, first I thought I'd talk about our bots and removing them from tournaments and brawls, our TOS updates. Like to start off saying that we are planning on implementing them starting next week after, the proposals that passed. So this is everybody's week and a day notice that we are going to be updating those TOS and applying the same kind of things that we do to modern ranked battles right now, to brawls and tournaments as well. So people are going to be able to expect that after our release next Tuesday when we update the TOS, and everybody will have to go through and fun. You get to accept those TOS one more time. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to get that out the door.
Okay. Are the people excited? Are they nervous? Has this been a hot topic amongst the folks, or is this just sort of like
the main thing was a hot topic? I definitely get lots of messages, plenty of people that hang out in Mavs and people that aren't Mavs have reached out being like, when is this happening? This needs to happen now. So we have done that, and again, planning on doing it for next Tuesday after our release.
Sweet. Stealth is asking, does this include battle helpers? Do you want to describe battle helpers at all?
Yeah, I mean, what we do have is we have language within our TOS updates that don't specifically name battle helpers, but due to the way that the TOS is, it should apply and does cover battle helpers in the use of in tournaments and brawls as well.
So if we catch somebody doing this, our next action is to go steal all their assets, send it to null, execute their mother. Like, what do we do? What actually happens?
We revoke the service for that specific feature, meaning like it's the same thing that happens in modern. Your account is not banned, but you are restricted from being able to play in modern tournament or modern format. So for this, you would be removed from the ability to submit tournaments and brawls as well.
What if I'm just like a regular dude that plays all the freaking time? I'm not a bot. I just look like one.
Well,
So
I mean, It'd have to be hard to act like one in our definition of what we look for in these things. But if we do have an entire support staff that has unbanned or unflagged quite a few people that were originally slated to not be able to compete in modern format. It's the same thing and same process here. We have very few false positives that do come through, and the ones that do are handled by our internal support staff, and that's why they're the best ones around.
Yeah, I mean, the last time that I remember checking stuff like this, it was like a 0.05 or 0.03% wrong. It was remarkable to see how many, just like there were a handful of people, some of whom were internal, of like the devs that were testing and doing this stuff. I don't know. I thought it was pretty damn good. So we'll see how many folks complain, but hopefully it's not too many.
Yeah, and I mean, again, this is like just following up on the proposals that were passed. So these already went through community votes. People already spoke on it, and we have done what we've done. As always, like we are not set in stone, and we're not like gonna just cover our eyes if everything explodes and it doesn't work and everything's bad. This is a process that's ever evolving, so we appreciate people having the patience with us. See how it goes.
All right, so we have bots. Bots is the first thing out of the Weirdbeard grab bag. What else are we going to pull out?
I mean, if Ron wants to set us up, we can start walking stuff now.
Oh, what are we going to walk through?
Stuff. I don't know. So what we were hoping to be able to do is walk through land. As you can see,
Whoa.
you're able to, and I'm doing this with no setup, just so that it hopefully hits people, and then you start seeing all the pings like come
Yeah,
through. You go,
yeah. I don't know if you guys. Hopefully, you guys are watching the stream because you're going to want to see. So I'm going to go back to land to just start, right? So
Yes.
just let's make it deliberate where you're clicking and what you're doing. So that looks like a map of Pretoria.
Pretoria.
It looks like everybody's regions are up there, not just your personal ones.
Yep.
So how are
Let me
you
claim
starting?
tracks first. There's a second T is silent. The tracks.
Yeah, not everybody gets to start with 2 regions, 20 tracks and 200 plots. That's unfortunate.
What's
Should have
funny
been
is
there.
somebody on the QA server listed one of their plots for $1 million, and it's like, good. All right, I like it. Cool.
This is a reasonable expectation.
Yeah, we'll jump into tract 1 that I have here in region 13. And oh, look at this. So I do need to first stake my DEC in the region. Let's just do a cool 100,000, just because I got money bags tonight. I can
Yeah, drop it. 100,000 isn't going to get you very far. That's 10 monsters. Are we going to stake more than 10 monsters tonight?
Oh, guess what? I got the checkbook. We can do whatever we want.
Nice. But that's fine. Go do it again and just show that it works pretty smooth. Like, I mean, everything in this, I don't know. It's still in the test server, so it's not like a full production database. But it's quick. It's relatively easy. I've been pleased with the experience so far.
Cool. So
what if you unstake? Is unstaking working? Is it? Yep. Can you take away? And how long does that take? Is it going to take me a month, a year? Is it instant?
Here we go. Staking and unstaking is immediate and requires no additional waiting period unless it is in use from an active work site. So because I don't have anything right now, you're chilling.
Nice.
So let's go and pull one of my unsurveyed plots. I'm gonna survey this bad boy. Come here.
You don't want to survey all of them?
No. This is my Gamba. This is my one. Oh, here, we'll refresh real quick.
See, that's what you get for just doing the one.
I know, for doing the one, it's like, no, you got to be greedy here. Here, we'll go back.
What is that? Is that the Tapos error?
Yeah, and all that is like it's a QA server error when the blocks that are behind on the QA server haven't caught up yet. So sometimes it just doesn't like to play nice. But it has nothing to do with like the underlying code. It has everything to do with doing QA server stuff.
Oh my goodness.
Here, we'll do one more refresh.
Yeah, QAs on cheap machines. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, we don't do this on the full production server.
So this bad boy is already surveyed, which is good.
All right. So what screen is this? So now this is like an individual plot that I'm on. It looks like it's a common forest.
Yep.
And it's undeveloped, meaning you don't have any workers on it and you haven't declared what site it is.
Yeah, no workers yet. So I'm gonna jump in here. I have some power cores, but I'll buy.
You're like flying through this, and the people are going to want to. Some people
Oh, we're
like.
going right back. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm
So
just showing I have to buy a power core here.
do you just buy one?
I bought 5.
Well, you tried to buy 5.
I
Stupid
tried.
Papos. Okay. So what are we looking at here? What is this? What is this whole screen? What is this whole setup?
So this is where you stake your monsters. This is where you're able to first you have to add a power core. And it unlocks so that I can finally start staking. The top row is where your current monsters are. So since I have nothing here, everything is empty. The bottom is where you're making these changes to, and you're able to start putting your new guys to work. So I'm able to click add worker. It's going to pull up and show me all of my cards that I have that I want to be able to put on here. So this is, for instance, a gold foil screaming banshee. Plenty of PP right here. It shows your efficiency, so how much energy is required, plus the efficiency on the specific plot with your production, your terrain adjustments, adjusted production. It shows you all your math right there so that you can verify it. Also notice how as you update the monsters here, it also updates this guy right here, which is going to show you how much it costs to not only build per hour, your efficiency, and if you have any boosts, which will have a couple of elements in here that'll be able to give us boosts. So let's add one more. I'm going to add this one. And then we'll add Spirit of the Forest, Angel of Light. Now, this is not necessarily the most optimized plot. I only opened so many card packs while we were going through. I'm able to throw my titles on here. We'll do the Praetorian because I like the artwork. And I don't have any Roonies, but I can claim a totem. 1 epic totem. So now I have that epic totem. Oh, I have to put all my guys back on here because I didn't save it.
Yeah, best to go claim those totems at the front end, at the like beginning, sort of like buying power cores. I don't want to like sit there and buy power cores over and over and over again.
Yes.
On one of my regions, I have building in a box, so they all have power cores, and on the other one, I don't.
So here I've filled out all my stuff. I have my artifact, my titles, and my units that I've placed here that are going to start being my workers, plus this power core that allows me to use all this stuff. If you have a Rooney, the Rooney goes here, and you can also add an additional power core for another slot. But we're going to save these changes. It's going to show you where all your boosts are going, shows you your production. My favorite thing is for the stats nerds. They're able to look at this and see the breakdown of every single unit that they place on here, what the boost is, how far over the cap you are, if there's low power. Like, it's all super easy to be able to see. So we're going to confirm.
This isn't showing any of the weighting pieces. What is a power core? A power core, every single, go check the white paper, bro. Every single plot needs a power core.
Yep.
There we go.
So now we have our work sites, and we're able to go through and decide, do I want a grain farm, a shard mine, or a research hut? Which one should I build, Aggie?
Well, they're all the same for this plot, right? Like this
Yeah.
is not either occupied or magic. It's just a common plot.
Yeah, but it's just dealer's choice. You get to pick one.
I mean, I guess let's go with grain. And but what's underneath this? So the writing's a little bit small. So tell me what are the numbers? I see 1.5 million.
So this is the production cost. So it's the total production points your workers need to complete construction of the work site. It's like the status bar of how long it's going to take to be able to build the entire building. This is the hourly production rate, meaning like how much production or how many PP production points are my units generating every single hour. So they're generating 12,338, which means that if I do that every hour, I produce that much. It's going to take me 5 days to be able to complete this 1.5 million production points.
All right. Now what happened? So then it gives me a click box, and I think that's time crystals, right?
Yep. This is build instantly with time crystals. When I do this, it's going to automatically apply my balance and just, I don't have to wait the 5 days. It's just going to build it for us right now.
All right. Well, let's go give that a shot. she pops on through. So now what is this? What are you seeing here?
This is your grain farm. So now that it has been completed, because I used the time crystals to instantly complete it, shows you again the total boost, the hourly production, how many PP is created each hour, the energy demand, and the efficiency. So we're at 100% efficiency right now. This also is going to be able to show you the capacity use of how much your stuff is taking up space. You have to claim your grain once every 7 days in order to not have this reach capacity and essentially go to waste because you're not claiming your stuff.
Will
So
you
yeah.
hit that back button in the upper left? So then this brings me to the plot, and now it shows me grain per hour. So I'm making 493 grain per hour.
Yeah,
And
and you can
actually,
see this
you can,
ticking up right here too.
yeah, it's ticking up. So I can actually see it go up. And that reminds me, you know what that reminds me of is like
What?
when the SBS airdrop was going at the beginning, and you're like, I got another SBS. I got another SBS. This is amazing. I hope none of you stake. This is fantastic.
And it
I'm
also
like,
shows you right here the energy demand, how much dark energy you need per region, the efficiency here. And again, it just goes over what the production boosts are and for each of these for this plot specifically. So our element synergies here are life and earth, and then a penalty to death and dragon. So let's claim the 1285.
oh, but this is ironic. You need grain to go claim the grain.
I do, but we're
So you're
gonna
gonna
do
have to buy some grain to get your
my 14 grain that I'm trying to claim.
yeah. But this is why it's good. I want land now. I know, bro. I've been waiting so long. Oh no!
It's because we were just sending a whole bunch of stuff. Can't believe I have to buy grain to get grain. This is the world's biggest scam. It's a credit card.
You know, hey, Weirdbeard, I will get you $5,000 from this Nigerian princess, but I need you to send me 10,000 first.
Here, we'll go back here in a second. First, we can show that. So this is the worker details of the actual grain farm itself, all down here. I really like this. It makes it super simple and easy to be able to digest exactly what's going on. And I also like that it shows you what card and not just the name of it, but the specific, like you can track which card is being staked. Uh, so this is the manage. If you hit the manage button, it's going to take you to be able to make changes here. Say I want this frost giant gone. I want a Lord of Darkness instead. Save changes. Here we go. And it lowers my efficiency or my grain rate, but again, you need better cards essentially because I did not open enough to have anywhere ready for it. We'll do it one more time.
Yeah, the QA server is a little annoying.
It's because we had multiple people on QAing in the background after a build this morning. So
yeah, I was on there. I mean, there have been people on this thing all day, just trying to make sure that it is working to the best of our ability to do so.
So see that Lord of Darkness is there, and you see all the numbers, and the grain rate has actually updated and looks different.
All right, let's go try to. You got 32 grain, homie.
I know. I can just. Oh, I still gotta.
You can also try to just buy some grain. So how much it's going to take us 10 dark energy to get 30 grain?
Yes.
All right, that's not so bad.
See?
Boom.
Yeah.
There we go.
30 grain, 30.587 grain to be
Nice.
But yeah, so we claim our grain. You'd also be able to do it for research. You'd be able to do it for anything else you want. You can lock it. I want to lock it for 100 days. Oh, it's through 30. My bad. 30 days, the max. Lock it up. The deed will be locked, and boom, unlocking period of 30 days for that guy. But yeah, so I mean, we're able to go through, and as you can see, it's live. It works. We're here. Also setting up so that you can go through. Let's see if there's anything else. I'm gonna survey real quick. No.
It doesn't cost DEC to get the grain dragon. It costs grain, but if you don't have any grain to start, you have to go buy it from the castle.
It's
So
just
once you
because we literally built it and then tried to immediately claim right afterwards. Like if you had spent more than 5 minutes waiting, you'd have enough grain in there to be able to claim. This is something that I built earlier today. This is actually where my best cards are. But as you can see, it's going to take me 3 days, 1 hour, 19 minutes, 10 seconds. What's really cool is if I jump in, boom, still right here. So you're going to have all these countdowns that are sort of all over the place. If you're a clock watcher or somebody who really enjoys seeing the time tick down, um, you're able to do that and see exactly where it's going to be.
Can you show me the whole map now that you have kind of like a couple of these plots functioning? Right. So go, yeah, this thing. So maybe it's a little bit hard to see, but you can start getting different parts of the like there's a key. It shows you the different plots that you have, and it looks like you have workers on some, but not all of them.
Yeah, I surveyed a whole bunch and then I
You
only
can
put
full screen
workers
that, Ed.
on like this one. This is my epic natural. And this is one that I'm building a grain farm on right now. And I'm only at 90% total boost. So I messed something up.
Okay. What about moving grain between either your own? Do you have to do anything within the region? Do you do something between regions? What do you do? How do you?
So I can transfer grain. All I did was I went and clicked right on this plus button. And this is the buy grain screen. And then I can transfer grain. And I can transfer from my inventory or from this region. So if it's from my inventory, there's no transportation fee. But once it's out of your inventory and it's sent somewhere, then that's where it's gone and it's no longer in your inventory.
Can I move it back to my inventory, or is that like a one-way trip?
One-way trip. Once it's out, it's out.
And that's just for like the building in a box screen stuff that we did, right?
Yes, correct. And so then
way-
here I can choose, like, I could choose somebody that I wanted to send it to. And I pay it and I send it over, or I can send from my inventory to myself in because you have to put it in this region, right? Like I can't just have a ton of inventory grain and then hope to use it all over the place. You have to, it's just like the DEC and then it goes specific places.
Okay.
So I'll buy some grain. 1,000 DEC, 10,000, 100,000, a million DEC on grain right now.
Boom. Big spender.
Pig spent. Swipe the credit card.
Boy wants some SPS.
I just bought a million grain.
All right. Do you have any occupied plots, or do you have any heaps or castles or anything else that we should kind of poke through?
I'd have to try to claim it. I mean, I do
Yeah,
have
let's go claim like a tract or something.
I have a so I got we could do Highmore or Quagmore. Lots of stuff to survey, but
yeah, that's fine. People, let's do like a full. No, give me a full track.
full track.
Yeah, yeah. You on like track 5 or 6 or something?
Yeah. All right.
Where's the there's a select all button that seems missing right now. And I think you can shift click.
Yeah.
Use a different view that has to select all.
Oh yeah, the other view has the select all. I still want to do it like this.
You have more patience than I do.
Is it
No, I think it's a far right one.
this one? We'll see where it is. But again, I mean, this hopefully is showing how close we are to being able to allow our Mavs to play with this, knowing that they are probably going to find bugs that we already know about. But we will have a bug submission form that goes out for everybody that's jumping out of the Mavs server when this goes out here soon, that they're going to be able to submit and help us get any bugs knocked out ahead of time. All right, that's
At some point we should talk about the bug. No, you got to do all of them so that
I got to do. All right.
you got to do them all so that we know that we get like a keep or a castle. Yeah, switch to owned. No, go to owned. Yeah, there's a select all. So now hit select all. Let's go survey. Who gave that little tip? That was Marshall Bebe Omega. Thanks for the quick tip.
All right, reveal all.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Oh, it's making me click them.
It's making you click them?
Yeah, I hit the reveal all and it didn't do it, but it's revealing them one at a time. But that's okay.
I missed the sound effects.
There's one.
That's just a normal legendary.
Lame. Give me my
Yeah.
keep. Give me my castle. Oh.
There's some, looks like some magic fireland. Oh, that's a rare magic fireland. That's pretty good. I haven't seen any of your occupieds yet.
Swamps, finally. Rivers.
This stuff really is beautiful. Oh, you got an epic.
Ooh. There it is. This is the one that
And
matters.
is that a keep or a castle? That's just a keep, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, somebody told me you can't speed it up. Oh, it's just so it does do it. You just have to wait.
Yeah, I mean the speed here isn't that bad. You got some magic Dragonland.
Oh, there's an
Ooh,
occupied.
epic. And well, you got an epic
Oh, they
Magic.
played ball.
and a rare occupied epic magic. That's a nice haul.
All right. So that was here. Was that? Here's my keep. Music's great.
Oh, so now there's a tax rate. Okay,
Yes.
so let's go manage this and see what's in here.
So look how cool this looks. So this is the tax rate. Your tax rate is determined by the following formula: the castle's production divided by castle's production plus 10,000. So the higher than better monsters that I have in here, or units. I gotta stop saying monsters. It's a unit. Give me one power core.
Who has time to just buy one? You gotta buy like 100 and get this thing out of the way.
There we go.
Power core.
Oh, I'm left with garbage car.
Man, I've been feeling this too. So they keep having to wipe the database. So every time I open cards, they bring me back down to 0. So I start using like level 1 legendaries, and it hurts. It's like, you expect me to mine with this?
So notice how the tax rate did not increase. Do you want to know why? Because I haven't put DEC into this region.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
stake in this region, another 10,000.
How about a milli, bro?
Nah.
All right. So now is the tax rate any different?
34.8%.
So what does that represent?
So your max rate is 50. The tax rate, again, is what you collect on, for instance, like grain going out, and when you spend that fee. And hold on, let me see if we have an exact tooltip on. You can collect up to 5% of this region's resources in taxes.
But it's like 34% of 5%?
No, the max is 50% because it's, again, you're able to set it and it's determined. So there's the tax on the things that are produced, the grain, the research, and the SPS. But then also there's the tax on grain going out. And that's what that 34.8%, I believe, is.
Okay.
I want a legendary totem.
We all want legendary totems. I'm gonna find legendary totems so hard, bro. Get all these brainy. I have like no totems. Matt made me give away all my raffle tickets. I was like, I don't want to do this, but whatever, fine. And they're now like legendary lands, basically. I give away thousands and thousands of dollars. The things I do for you people.
So now the tax rate is 39.6% after I added that legendary totem. One of the other things as well is that while you're when you claim, you do have a chance of finding those totem fragments alongside your grain or research, whatever it is that you're.
Is that just to keep the castles, or is it everywhere?
Everywhere.
All right. So let's go do like a magical land or an occupied land. You have legendary. You got
Magic
2
dragon.
legendary planes. That was pretty good.
Should I do the magic dragon or legendary planes?
Let's go do magic dragon.
Ooh, look at the cool dragon. Ooh.
All right, you're gonna put like 1,000 PP on this plot.
Maybe you're pushing me, man.
Yeah, go get a bunch. There you go. That's better.
You're the spender in this relationship. I'm the saver. This is
We're on a test server, bro.
True.
All right, so pop that power core in.
Power core in.
Now I get some dudes.
Should I open? Do you want me to open some packs real quick? Because this is embarrassing.
Well, let's just put these on for now, and then we can go. Because it's actually sort of useful to go see what happens if I don't put max level cards onto these things. So instead of having 100,000 PP on here, you're going to have, what is that, 6,000?
I have no totems. That's fine. So now my build rate is 6,602 per hour.
Yeah, this is going to take a little while. All right, so now it's a magic land, so we shouldn't be doing grain. We should be doing research. And if you look, go highlight
real quick. 3 months for completion time when I put really bad cards on there.
Brutal. All right, but now look under research, and you see the little like Mason icon or something. I don't know what to call that. The little hammer or something.
Yeah.
So that plot, because it's a magic, the magic gets double a bonus to research.
Plus 100% bonus for the research. And I can spend 1,260 time crystals to be able to make it instantly instead of waiting that 3 months.
How much money is that? Is that $12?
Oh God, that's 70. I can spend a lot.
Yeah, you want
100
12
DEC per time crystal.
Right. So we want 12.
I already got
1,200. So that's 120,000.
1.2 million.
It's 1.2 million? No, it's not. It's 120,000 DEC.
Add 3 zeros.
No, it's 2 zeros because it's 100 to 1, not 1,000 to 1.
Oh no, I built a grain farm. I don't want to do that. I want the
Oh,
research.
you messed up.
I did.
This is great. So what do you do?
So all I did was I went back and I hit change. I'm going to change it to the research hut, and I'm going to build instantly with time crystals, and it's only 50, or I could wait a day. What do we want to do? We want to build it right now. We're big spenders.
Yeah. I don't think it's 1.2 million. I think it's 120,000.
Yeah, you're right.
Look at this. Oh, it looks so good. Shout out to Creative for making this look so good. But as you can see, I changed it. It's built. Here we go. Totally different backgrounds. Up to my efficiency right here. And how much research we're producing per hour. And if we go back out of the site management, the building is now updated. You still have your cool dragon guy here.
And you can see, look, it's not very fast, but that claim it's creeping up. 0.007. Now it's 0.008. So it's like every second you get another 0.001.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's go get you some pimp cards. So let's go, open. We're on the test server. Alphas. Alphas are the bomb. What else? Are there even any other packs in alphas? I shouldn't say that. We make a revenue by selling other packs. But as an OG, I don't believe in any other cards in alphas.
All right. You got a spirit bomb. You got to send me your energy for this one.
Man, I mean, it's fun to see these because like I haven't opened like a real pack of alphas in a long freaking time.
It doesn't get your hands as shaky and sweaty as the real ones.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Gold Pit Ogre. Gold Dragon. Angel of Light.
I miss the sound effects. Bling, bling. Oh. The guy from Police Academy that can make all the sounds.
Yes.
We need him to be able to do the show with us.
Michael Winslow.
Yeah, nice reference.
Yeah, please.
All right. I don't know. We're let's go open some Riftwatcher packs. People need to see what these look like because these things are going out. I don't know if you know that, but we're burning them.
I could get a C-Rec in this.
That would be amazing.
Possible.
I think people would be pretty excited. It's on the QA server. I thought that was on the Mav server, not QA.
I think it's in both. I could be wrong, but let me
Well,
believe.
we're gonna find out. If we don't get it this time, we should run it one more time and see if C-Rec exists. I think people would be pretty excited to open up some Riftwatcher packs. Is the airdrop live in this?
I'm not sure.
Ooh, that's a go foil raw.
Let's go.
All right. Go to your collection and combine all so that we don't have such weenie cards. Please. Please do that.
All right.
Plus button there.
Yeah. Where are you? Why am I missing this?
It's to the right. It's next. It's near
Right.
power. There it is. Let's see if you can open up all these. Did I say too many cards?
No, I think I did the ghost cards as well. So,
right,
that's what I have to do.
Oh, it blocked it.
Playable's good. Oh, because it's going to have all my land cards. That's why. Those cards that I put on. So we have to be able to toggle the ones that are not on land. We'll see.
We might have to make a bug report.
That's fine. You can do them individually. Oh, maybe not. We'll see what's going on with that.
I've been able to combine no problem for a while, but maybe I didn't go back and combine after I already put some on land.
Oh, hold on. I got the inside support tip of filter by alpha and Rift Watchers, because those are the ones that I opened up. We'll do just Rift Watchers. Either way, we still have cards. It's a QA server. Is there anything else that you'd like to poke around with here in land?
Well, I think we should show the production tab or the harvest all tab and show, we should go do an occupied plot so people can see what an occupied plot looks like.
Okay.
And then this is the one that kind of shows some of the to-dos. So, taxes are working, harvesting is working, research is working, grain is working, SPS mining is working. The piece that we're sort of like, trying to get put in place now is really just this last kind of like harvest all and some bugs.
Yep.
Did I miss anything else?
No, because I mean taxes feed into this. We have this is just a wiring it up. This is like inside baseball. Nobody really cares. This last harvested column for some reason was a monster to get people so that we actually had because we didn't want it to always be constantly calling the database to ping and see, hey, did you update? Hey, did you update? Hey, did you update? Hey, did you update? So getting this one to not be a data suck, but still be accurate, is a pain, but it is done. So now we just have this column, which is hard. And then also aligning this so that my OCD does not freak out as much as I think that it needs to when I look at that. All right, and we wanted an occupied. So I was in 9, I think. Yes. All right. Type. Oh, those are just occupied.
You should. There are filters, so you should be able to just grab a filter.
There's one right here.
All right,
Guys,
there's the little dudes. Do we have a name for the little dudes?
I do not want to. I'm sure that there is some obscure name that I haven't committed to memory yet, but creative would hurt me if I gave out the wrong name. So I can't even pretend to name them.
Little Nates. Some little Nates of my land.
Little Nate. Here, so we will put some of our newly opened cards.
That's a little better. The Gambler. How much was the PP on this? 26,000?
26,548 per hour.
Yeah. Lewis named them appropriately, dude. All right, which work site are you going to build?
Shardmine. I get the bonus.
Yeah, Sharmine. Because all right. So then, how much PP does it take to build this thing?
Almost 5 million, 4.9 million.
Boom. How many days would that be?
10.
10 days. And that's like a decent. Those aren't like totally maxed out cards, but those are halfway decent.
Oh yeah.
All right. Wait. Hold on. Okay.
I can cancel. I canceled.
Well, go build it without the time crystals. And let's just. What does it look like after you do that?
It'll show you the progress bar, and so I can come in here and I go, oh, I got 9 days, 17 hours, and 3 minutes. But let's say I did it, and I'm like, I don't want to wait. I'm gonna speed it up.
Yeah.
You can.
I don't know how people are going to wait for this.
I like that you can slowly tick it up. And then, okay. By the way, those little creatures are called Daydocs, I believe is how you pronounce it. But it'll show you exactly how far. Let's say I don't commit all one. We'll do 400. See, so it's going to speed up that amount and leave us with what?
I believe the little dudes are called Nate Dogs.
So now we have 1 day, 20 hours, 43 minutes left after putting 400 time crystals down. And then I could just hit max now.
Yeah, max that out. We can't. We're not sitting here for all that.
Oh, we're not going to sit here for a day straight? Crazy.
No. Ain't nobody got time for that. Oh, okay. Hey, what's this feed worker thing?
All right. So my workers need grain, and they need grain in this region that I've already put in here. So they've been, hard at work doing all the stuff that they need to do in order to go forward and continue mining. I need to feed my workers. So they require 3,146 grain. I already have 2 million because I'm a baller in this region. Of course, our Tathos comes through, but
Is it 3,000 or just 3?
oh, sorry, you're right. It's 3.146.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
Just a little one. Here, we'll come back in a minute.
So where did that little bit came from? Like the time that we spent in between the time crystals. They worked for 10 seconds and they ate 3 grain.
They ate a sandwich. This is one peanut butter and jelly sandwich that they are owed for their work. Here, we'll come back. As you can see, oh, this is cool. It's changed now that we've technically raised it. See if this Tapos plays nice now. One more time. We'll do something else. I also want to point out that I do, as you can see, have some of this research up here. Let's see if I can collect anything, and we'll see if that will work, and then come back to that. This is a research hut. 1.785 grain or research. So I have to pay the 68 grain in order to grab this. Boom, there's my research.
And then I should, when you go back to like one of the screens, now I should see your balance and it should be higher. So that's the
Right up here.
nice.
Yeah, so all the balances and everything work for our UI and what you're looking at. It's again, some of the stuff it's there, it's wiring it up because everything's in a big database. So you have to find the exact thing and make sure it talks to the right thing.
So other than like some tablas arrows, let's go see if you can claim anything out of the keep. Yeah, there's shows us some grain. This is where it got paused last time.
Yes.
So this will probably fail out because those numbers don't look right.
Yep. So it's just still some tax stuff that we have in here that needs to be wired correctly. So that's why looks like this is it's just getting these numbers to be the accurate one because we saw it was 111. These are currently just placeholder numbers.
Okay. And then go back to the production screen or like the production overview.
Oh, production overview. Boom.
Top right, yeah. And then we have the SPS to dos.
Yes.
So I mean, high level. Oh yeah, is there a claim all button? Where's that claim all button? I think you have to go into that region, right?
Yeah,
A production view in the region.
I believe so.
And if you hit production there, maybe go back to hit production again, and then click on the arrows at the bottom right next to never or whatever.
Oh, harvest all right here for the region.
Yeah. Well, that region has nothing in it, so there's not going to be any harvest. But that shows you dummy numbers there too.
Yeah, because it's related to the tax. When we go to hit claim all, it's also pulling taxes as well. So that's the reason why it'll be wonky.
Okay, so when I look at this thing, I see some to dos that are basically around the like harvest all or taxes. The like, those things. The taxes pull from all of the different harvests.
Yeah.
And then the harvest all pulls from all the different castles, keeps. So like those seem like like if you look at the bottom right, there's a bunch of to-dos. The SBS per hour is a bunch of to-dos. But this thing is nearly done.
Yep. I would put this not over 90% done. The last items that are outstanding are again not building code. It is taking the stuff that exists and putting it into this infrastructure.
Yeah. So are we wiring up the boosts and the grain required?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because again, this touches on taxes. All of these numbers are all in the same database. So it's just making sure that it knows the correct one to go to and pull that one in.
Do you want to talk timeline at all? Or are we still like sheepish about that?
I mean, I feel confident in the very, very near future. As you can see, we are where we are with it. There's not much that we can't show off on this and have it ready to be able to go to Mav server sooner rather than later. I don't want to say an exact date, but we will give a heads up, hopefully a few days ahead of time.
Okay. And then, so what? Give me a sense of the process. Like, what do we? So high level, there's some bugs, and there's like a couple things that we have to put together. I guess. Do you want to talk through some of the bug lists that we have and like what we're fighting there?
Yeah, I can do that. I won't share it, but I will talk about it. Oh my god, we have so many release candidates that we have knocked out. I think let me see if I can see how many numbers we have. We have 173 bugs total that we've gone through in this production process. As it stands right now, we have close to 80 bugs that we have fixed that are both critical and non-critical to be able to get this up and running and going, which is an obstinate amount of bugs. The ones that we're really dealing with now, we have 1, 2, 3, 6 bugs or so that are stopping us from Mav server, and not a lot of them are massive bugs. Some of them are dealing with efficiency and incorrect efficiency information in the numbers that we display. Some release to the 100,000 base PP cap, and then there's also some of those tax issues. But once that's done, we're ready to rock and roll.
That sounds great. So let's see if I understand the order of operations. We have a couple more things that are like still to do that we haven't done yet.
Mhm.
And that includes taxes and harvest all.
Yes.
Did I miss anything else?
Again, no, not for new stuff.
Okay. Taxes and harvest all is the new. And then we have a handful of bugs that would prevent us from going on to the Mavs server.
Mhm.
And then once we're on Mavs, there's a handful of bugs that we got to fix before we would let the thing go live.
Yes, and so while it's in Mavs, we will also be fixing those next level, those tertiary kind of issues that if I go and I can count those up as well. We have so many in QA. Thank you to our QA people. Our team is amazing. 1, 2, 4, 8. 8 that are preventing us from going public with it. And some of them are still needing to be revalidated from a build we pushed out this morning. So it may be even fewer than 8.
Okay. So taxes and harvest all, fix a couple bugs, get it onto Mavs.
Yes.
Once we're on Mavs, look for new bugs, but we have a handful of bugs that would prevent us from going into production.
Yes.
So we got to fix those. And then we're in production. And then we're on to what, 1.6 and any other bugs that remain?
Yeah, I mean, like, again, when we triage these bugs, we're trying to identify ones that are going to be like, hey, what's like an annoyance and a bug or a critical, this cannot be seen by anybody. Like this is very broken. But yeah, I think that when it's on Mavs, we're hoping that, because I mean, we've done a lot of QA on this. We feel pretty rock solid about, monkeys coming in and setting the place on fire. So it'll be nice to have Mavs attempt to do the exact same thing that we've been doing. But there is a list of outstanding bugs that we are aware of. So everything that they're going to discover may not be like new stuff for us to be able to go through and fix.
It's amazing to see the light at the end of the tunnel for 1.5. I mean, this was a white paper a year ago. Now it's like.
Have you been reading the comments while I've been doing? I've been only looking at land for the past, 45 minutes. I don't know what the reaction or reception of any of this was.
There was, it's a lot of Lewis 88 kind of going through and just screenshotting as you're going. And then people talking about gems and mining and putting in some memes, but just, pretty standard stuff. Nothing that stands out. They're not flaming us. And actually, the feedback is pretty good. Looks great.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's LFG. Let's get this thing out there. I don't know, man. I'm excited. Pretoria is almost here. You guys can go find Pretoria's secret, and it's going to be glorious. This thing is fantastic. What is, some of the things that I've noticed, when I try to do this, I try to think of it as like a whale, right? I got 2 regions and like a ton of cards. So I know that once land comes out, it's going to take me a couple hours to go get my like dudes on plots working. And, that part of that sounds tedious. Part of that sounds freaking glorious. I don't think I'll care once I start mining. Once I'm like harvest all and I'm just like passively collecting, I think that'll be amazing. And then part of that is like, everybody's looking for a good stable coin, but like, if you're mining, if you have an SPS mine, then your DEC is effectively earning like yield. Right, you're taking DEC to go earn SPS. You need monsters and land to do it, but your stable coin is now generating you yield. So we're going to have a product-backed yielding or like yield earning product-backed stable coin. I think that's pretty funky. I don't know other people that really have that.
Yeah, I mean, I think more than anything else, land is just this whole thing, right? Like we talk about it internally all the time, and I've probably talked about it on here. Like it is now just an existence, the same way that we have stuff that we're always doing for the main game and whatnot. Land is now here; it exists. It's a project, and so always being able to develop and look at new ways that we're using stuff, I think, is going to be fun and entertaining, and hopefully profitable at the same time.
Yeah. Looking forward to getting this thing out. I know you're playing bingo. We got to get the baby out, people. We got to get the baby out. That's for the.
We gotta
that's for
do
the
it.
bingos. Okay. Anything else that we want to talk about in regards to land? Anything that might come after land? Anything?
Well, here I'll answer a question that I see from Fat Jimmy since I'm just diving
Jimmy!
into the pit. Will there be a grace period, meaning we'll have a few days when it's live to get prepared, place cards, and then land goes live at a given time date? Negative. It is when it goes live, it's live, baby. We will announce ahead of time the exact date, but it is a starting gun race where it just goes off and everybody's off to the races at the same time.
Sweet. Okay. Oh, land.
How do you feel?
Land.
You feel like you're like pushing now. I feel
This
like.
thing is like, just we're over time. We're in the sort of what I think are the final throes of the bear market. I might be the last remaining bull in crypto. The sentiment is freaking terrible out there,
You're
but
the one.
I'm the one, and I'm like, I think we're going to see a crazy rally. So you guys can call me a bulltard. You guys can make fun of me. I'm not letting that go. I think that we are in a giant bull market. Now, there's lots of people that don't agree with that. And there are many of them that work at this company. But that is my take. My take. Matt would criticize me for always being a perma bull, but I'm not a perma bull. I just like people to know that, back in like May, not of this year, but of last year, I said, "Oh, we probably need to stop hiring people because it looks like it's grim." So I'm not, I'm not dumb. I don't think that it's, permanently up only. I recognize that this has been a really hard 2 years. I mean, I can't even believe that it's been 2 years of a bear market. And some of that just feels soul crushing, watching tokens go down and assets go down and all this stuff. Oh, it's brutal. But, my instinct says something like, after a long, crappy bear, you're going to get a strong mega bull. And maybe I'm the last bull left, but that's my thought. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I hope to be able. I just want to get stuff out, man. I feel constipated with stuff with projects, and I'm ready to just have them go out into the world and be able to have incoming new stuff because we have some really cool planned stuff. But I can't talk about that yet. So land
Yeah.
1.5 first.
Yeah, there's stuff coming. We're not, we can't share everything. The second that we share something, you guys start asking me, when is it going to be here? Give us the white paper, finalize everything. And it's like, stuff takes time. And right now we just got to focus on land. I can't take anything else other than let's work on getting land out.
Stealth is begging for a crumb, a little hint of the benefit of research. I can't give you any, man. That is, we are showing off land, and while research is within land, it isn't land. So you're gonna have to hang tight for another time, unfortunately.
Yeah, we got a whole bunch of stuff that we got to code for the next version of that. And you'll start seeing benefits. But in a high level, research gates what you can do. Just so if you want to do stuff, you're going to need some research. Okay. Anything else that we want to cover tonight for kind of the enhancement team, land, or any other future stuff? We're good.
Yeah.
Any tournaments or brawls or updates that you need to share there?
We're gonna have a ghost card tournaments going out for next week, so hopefully we'll be able to ping all the people who are tournament enjoyers in the Discord. So be aware of that. We do have tournaments that are up through the end of the month. So if you're interested in participating, I can tell you the exact number, over $25,000 in tournaments that are up for grabs. Sorry, 21,000. It's $21,451 in upcoming tournaments. So go compete. And once again, remember that we are instituting the new TOS updates starting next Tuesday after our release.
Okay. I think that's it for me and Weirdbeard. Why don't we go hop over to Ron? We can go do a little bit of Splinterlands TV, and then we'll go do questions, and we'll see. Maybe we'll call it a little bit early tonight. Yeah, take us to Splinterlands TV. Ron, how are things?
Going all right. I think my camera is out of focus, though. I'm trying to get it to focus. It doesn't want to focus.
You just look mysterious.
Yes.
That's fine.
I am the mysterious man.
I've always said that about you, Ron. All right, Ron. What is Splinterlands TV? What are we doing? And tell me about it.
Well, it's a 24/7 streaming. It's basically a TV network, right? Like you got TV, or at least you used to. I don't know. I think everything's moved over to streaming platforms now, but you'd be able to flip the channels and everything. They had different programs. Like on this hour, Seinfeld came on this next hour, it was the news, and then such and such. And that's kind of what we're doing on Twitch. We have a 24/7 streaming network of nothing but Splinterlands. And it's, as you can see, just with the land, the aspects of Splinterlands are so vast. There's so much news. There's so many different, elements and different levels and gameplay where really it never gets old. And, we've got people from all over the world and many different languages, all sharing their passion for Splinterlands over there on Splinterlands TV.
Is there a clip of the week that we want to cover?
Oh, we got a couple of them. Do you want to do the shout outs first, though?
Yeah, I was looking for those right now. So I see Hello Vodka, Brazen Blake, Geotrix, Bubba Fettit, Canada, Captain Parakeet, Barutimia, Walk the Grid, and another Walk the Grid. This is like the Walk the Grid week. So he's got a ton. Speed Tuning. And then there's Walk the Grid, Walk the Grid, Walk the Grid. And I think there's 6 more of these things. Walk the Grid, 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 and Uja Krieger. Skyer 2 and Commander Garlic.
I don't know how to say that one either.
Yeah, Walk the Grid is the clear winner for this evening.
Oh no, that's Leet Speak. Don't you know how to read Leet Speak?
Not that one.
That one's Two-Hit Doctor.
Two-Hit a Doctor?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why. I don't know what it means, but
yeah, that makes no sense to me. But I'm like a boomer now.
The 7 is a T and the 4 is an A.
Well, yeah, okay. Well, I recognize that. Like if I had that on my TI-82, I would have known it. Okay, let's go do some clip of the weeks.
All right. Well, the first one is Nate's team is fantastic, and I got to say, I love the stuff that they put out. I love the stuff that Aftersound, the music that he's putting out. I love the stuff that Izaria puts out. She puts out some amazing music. But we actually have our own creative people over on Splinterlands TV too. And this one is one of them.
Oh, wait. Let's change it. Let's make it slower. Now it's been a year. It's been with us, my dear. Yes, it's been a year. By now it should be clear we would be together forever. Baby boy, my boy with thorny claws. Watch you grow older, run around without a pause. Your name came from something you don't understand. Splinterlands. I don't know. It's kind of messy.
So that was a little impromptu song she did for Mylor. That was a Mylor song.
My favorite piece of that was like Dr. Blight was like just grooving, right? He's kind of like bouncing on the stream, so it looked like he was dancing along.
Yeah. No, it was a pretty cool little thing that she just tried to put something together there on the stream, and I thought it came out really awesome.
And which
That was
Mylor? Is this the person that named their baby Mylor?
No. Well, actually, I don't know. I think actually she might have a cat named Mylar.
All right.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah. No, that was Janie Depp, and that was our first clip of the week. So Janie Depp and the person who submitted that clip are going to get 500 SPS apiece. And all the runners up, top 5, all win a prize. The first prize gets 500 SPS, and the rest of them get 200 SPS apiece. So just go submit your clips, guys.
Is there a second clip?
There is a second clip.
Yeah, hit me with the second clip, Ron. Hit me, baby, one more time.
So this was unfortunately from Holozor's last stream. Holozor is an OG. He's been around for a long time, and he's stepping back from the streaming over on Splinterlands TV. He's still there working in the background, but as far as streaming goes, this was from his last stream, and he decided to open up some packs for some members of the audience, and this is what happened.
Let's jump into the next one for you here, Walk the Grid. And then once I've opened all of these, I'll send you all the cards. Marrow's Ghost, another Ouster. Oh, he's a legendary. Two Gun Pete. I don't think I've ever opened a Two Gun Pete. Oh, wow, what a pack. Gold Foil Summoner, and a legendary. Are you serious? You just sent an alpha pack for me to open as well on stream? Wow, look at that pack. 3 summoners, a legendary. I think you are getting my my streamer luck here at Walk the Grid.
There you have it. Walk the Grid. That's who sent in the packs for him to open.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
And it's also sad. It's sorry to see Holozor if he's got to take a step back for a bit, but I respect it, man. Doing streams all the time. I can tell you it's brutal.
Yes, it is. So,
anything else, Ron?
Well, I don't really have some concrete stuff to announce tonight. I do want to say, make sure you guys tune into the next town hall, because we're going to be doing a really cool promotion coming up, and I can't wait to spill the beans on it. And I will be announcing it at the next town hall. So, I mean, that's about all I can say right now. We got some really cool stuff coming up. You're gonna definitely want to check it out, and don't want to miss that.
Great. Okay, let's go hop into some questions, and maybe we're gonna end a little bit early. We'll see. Okay. People seem like they're happy with the land demonstration. You could do that with your emojis too. You don't need to go clog up the whole line. Okay, so looking at the pre-sorted questions, mobile users. Can we have more priority for mobile users and users in so-called third world countries with slow devices and slow, unstable connection? Right now, in order to be competitive, one needs a good desktop, good connection. Giving more time to choose a team may be an easy way to balance it. So mobile has been a thorn in our side forever.
Yeah.
The figuring out what to do with it is hard. Not a lot of our users are using it, and but we also don't put a lot of attention to it. So mobile is a little bit of a chicken and an egg. Maybe after once land is out, we have to go finish sort of like the vNext project, and once vNext is done, it's going to take some like creative work in order for us to go do mobile. So we'd like to do mobile. It's hard for us to prioritize it with all the other things that we want to do, but eventually, we should get a nice app in the App Store and have it be a functioning mobile experience.
Yeah, and one of the other challenges too alongside that is having like mobile design needs to have just somebody who designs for mobile. You know what I mean? Like if you're going to do it right, it takes somebody who does different UI, different UX, and makes screens that are native and specific to just mobile. So it unfortunately is not one of those just, hey, make it work better on mobile. It's having to do the entire thing on purpose.
Abilities. Can we include the backfire ability in the amplify ability? Well, hopefully Matt will be on here before too long, and I'll leave kind of those game design questions up to him. Chaos Legion card packs and treasure chests. The remaining quantity of Chaos Legion card packs rewarded by treasure chests may be exhausted before the end of October. I hope the team can come up with a solution before then. For example, you can use Tower Defense card packs or Rift Watcher card packs from the DAO to replace them, or you can use the DAO's USDT to randomly buy back Chaos Legion card packs in the market and then distribute them. Does the team have any ideas? I don't want to cover this tonight because I don't want to. But I hear you. Yeah, there are things, thingy things, secret things.
You can also just not have Chaos Legion packs. If they run out, they can run out.
Yeah.
Just with other rewards.
Yeah, which is fine because not putting out any more inflation for Chaos Legion is good. How will soulbound cards be handled on land 1.5? When will the soulbound cards on land proposal go into effect? Well, you're not going to be able to use the soulbound cards right away. And then it's that maybe that's a 1.6 thing.
It's considered 1.6. So we don't have a timeline on that yet, only because we have 1.5. I don't want to talk about anything else.
As we get closer to land 1.5 release, could you detail the voucher use cases within land and their projected timeline? So there's not a lot in land 1.5. You can see we're I think next week we'll be adding the re-roll your daily quest or your daily focus with vouchers. So we're getting stuff in there for it. Eventually we'll have a voucher store. So it's on the roadmap. It's just not the next thing. And once land 1.5 gets out, it gets easier for us to predict what else we can do. But this thing is so massive that it's hard to, project out other stuff. Any information on the 50 new land resources will all be available right away or will need to be unlocked with research tokens. Also, will storage buildings be needed for all the 50 types or by groups? I'm thinking a separate storage building for grain, wood, ore, and stone, but maybe one building that stores all refined types. Any information would be greatly appreciated. I know some may be subject to change. We have the beginnings of a white paper. I don't think that they're ready to be published yet, and it's rude to the devs to be like publishing Land 2.0 when Land 1.5 isn't out. So again, let us get 1.5 out, and then we'll start sharing some more things. Although I know you guys want to know everything immediately. Is it possible to get an eye candy leak of what our land dashboard looks like? You've seen plenty of stuff.
Yeah, you saw everything.
Yeah. Also, are track keep owners able to see what cards and resources are on plots owned by other players within? Thanks for all your hard work towards this massive project. Can I see other players' stuff? No, just mine. Okay. Battle helpers and bots. How many accounts got banned since the anti-bot modern?
We're not going to publish those numbers publicly, unfortunately.
I'll say more than a dozen. The term of service change to ban bot helpers in modern ranked brawls and tournaments should not require a developer to complete. Yeah, the term of service just requires an attorney to review what we write. What is currently holding it up? Is that ready for release?
Goes out next to. I gave the 1 week notice. It goes out next Tuesday.
Yeah,
so no block.
Yeah, just the only blocker is notice, and we're giving a week notice. There are a number of players getting disillusioned playing manually, waiting for this to get implemented. You'll be happy a week from today. In addition, the team should use their best effort to enforce this policy, but only when they have the resources available to do so. This is a quote from the proposal on the battle helpers and bots. Is this being practiced by the team?
Yes, I mean we have resources to do this. This is also not a completely we don't have some guy trapped in a box reviewing every single item and thing that is out there. So yes, we do have resources. There's no need to speculate. It's a slow process when you update terms of service because we have lawyers and they bill by the hour, so they take a long time.
Rebellion. Is it confirmed Rebellion will be coming out before the end of the year? Announced pre-sale in October, pre-sale in November, cards go live in December. The main sale starts in January and lasts 9 months, and you burn packs along the way. What is the game plan for Rebellion?
No comment.
Yeah, we're gonna get 1.5 out, and then we can start talking about anything that comes after 1.5. But until we get this baby out, it's just land 1.5, and I'm not ready to talk about the other stuff. Rebellion being all full art and perhaps a better outstanding new fun stats. Should Splinterlands CEO and marketing team consider $10 per pack with limited supply, half or less of what the chaos supply was? So we have thoughts of what the tokenomics or the sort of like amount of distribution will be. But, Matt has been adamant, and I initially was not adamant, but I eventually caved because I think it's right. We're not going to talk about those numbers until like a week before they launch. And that's because they're subject to change. If like, if the bears are right and we get down to $5,000 per Bitcoin, then, we're probably not going to have that large of a supply. And if the bulls are right and this thing goes to, $1 million, just like the bet that Bitcoin will go up to $1 million in 90 days, if something like that happens, we're going to increase the number of packs that we're going to sell. We're going to look at market conditions that we're in. So, I don't know. There's not one number. There's not one price. It's going to be market driven. Land 2.0. Can we get any updates on the Land 2.0 white paper?
No.
Yeah,
Can't do it to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna pause on this whole question. So I love it. I'm glad that you guys want to know, but we're just gonna finish Land 1.5.
Yes.
And then we can start talking about the next step. Any info you can share on SoulKeep status, something to help manage expectations. I mean, we're putting it up on the servers now. We are currently blocked by adding a separate database than the one that we have. But that is in the work, and hopefully we'll get that live shortly. But there's not really any blockers to that other than just time and us getting the damn thing built.
Yeah, exactly.
Replace and I don't mean when I say the damn thing built, I don't mean like coding anything. I think there's very limited amounts of code that we actually have to implement or do. It's just setting everything up on our own servers with our own keys, with our own employees, with our own everything to make sure that we're the people that are ultimately responsible. Replace DEC and leaderboards. If the community wanted to replace DEC and leaderboards with something else, what would be preferable from the team and require minimal work? Extra chests or other packs, face or market value? Other packs is funky because we don't always have them. So that might not be the best. Maybe extra chests, but the amount of DEC is so small that it's probably not worth dealing with. That it's not small to the winner, but it's small to like the community and community size. So, if, I would prefer not to have to work on that, which is why it's not a priority for the company, even though there's a tiny bit of inflation there, and we know there's inflation there. Matt and I see it as a pretty de minimis problem to try to solve. So I would request that the community chill and not worry about it. But, if you guys vote for it, we'll try to figure something out. Battle rule sets. Will there be any new battle rule sets coming in 2023 or 2024? Yes. I will say yes.
Yes.
There's changes coming. I'll just nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Cool stuff is coming. Max level cards. Would you consider giving max level cards some additional small benefit now that CP is way less important than before to mitigate the loss of value they have in relation to 1 BCX cards? I haven't thought about that, and that's usually stuff that I leave to Matt. So I don't feel particularly strongly that I have to respond here, but it is something to consider. And if the community really feels like that's the thing, then we'll try to deal with the community requests as they come in. That's what I have for that section. Those are all the questions. I'm sorry for the folks that were hoping that I'd answer everything, but land. We're focused on land.
Land.
All right. So just like that, let's go open this up to some questions. I'm thinking maybe 15 or 20 minutes. There's not too many people in the town hall this evening. So let's go see what that looks like. But if you guys have questions, now is the time to put them out, and we'll start doing the thing. Kurtz is asking, can we get back to roadmaps? It would be nice to see what is planned for Q3, Q4 of 2024 post Land 1.5.
We have
those. Yeah. We do them at the end of age planning. We extended age planning because of the delays on land. So, but we had it, and now we're going to get another roadmap out. I don't know when that's going to come out. That might not come out until Land 1.5 is here, but we have one, and it should be out, in the near future. Orbel Redenbacher, your popcorn is delicious, sir. Question: if BTC and other altcoins stay at these price levels, approximately how much money do you need to raise, whether that be from Rebellion, promo cards, loan from the DAO, prior to Bitcoin halving, to avoid any additional cost cutting? Thank you. Eat more popcorn. The prices are changing. I actually don't know what the prices are today. So it's less than a year. It's in the category of months. But everybody, there's not one answer to that, right? Like, I can give an answer to that, but I'm not the only person on the board, and I'm not the only person whose vote matters on that. So there's not one answer that I'm able to provide. Question: Are you ready for liftoff? Yeah, I mean, again, people might mock me or think that I'm an idiot, but I'm expecting vertical liftoff. That's what I think is coming. I've been thinking it's coming for 3 months, so maybe I'm wrong, but I'm still expecting it. Are you still working with Warner? I check in with them every now and then, but as things are slow in crypto world and prices are down, that's not like the highest priority. And we can't get away from goals. Goals has some things that we need to complete, and I'm not going to take people off of land to work with Warner or do something new. So that's what we just focus on the things that we have right now. What has been the most rewarding and stressful part of the planning of 1.5? What are you most excited about to work on post Land 1.5? I geek out about this whole thing. I mean, I'm sitting there. The boys can attest. As soon as they put a new build out, I'm one of the first people on there, testing out the different parts, combining cards, adding them on, bug hunting, trying to gauge my experience with this thing, see what it looks like, in particular from a whale perspective. I was saying, I got a new feature added. I think he finished. He heard it today and built it today. It was just like a little bit of filtering, but I'm in there all the freaking time on this thing, and I geek out about it. I think it's pretty damn cool. So there's not one piece. I think the white paper is great. I think our execution's fantastic, and maybe some people will be underwhelmed. Other people will be, totally ecstatic. It seems like the people in the audience are happy about what we've done, and that's what I see. And there's some game in the next. We've done a lot trying to focus on economics and plug some of the errors or fix some of the things that we've done, and that's been a big focus of ours. Basically, from the start till now, is trying to get our heads around how the economy is supposed to work and making adjustments so that we seal up all the leaks in our ecosystem. And now that that's done, it really lets us. Well, it's not entirely done. We still have a little bit more staking stuff that we have to do, but we know what that is. But now that the majority of the economic stuff is done, we can start focusing more on gameplay. And I know that's something that everybody's wanted, and really feels like that should be sort of. They might tell us that we've long forgotten it, or it's dumb that we haven't done more. But I think that's where we're at next. So it's not just one thing, whether it's guilds or tournaments or tower defense or any Invenium project, whatever. I mean, it's really hey, I think we figured out how to do this, and now the next step is executing on gameplay, and that's what I'm excited about, and I think players will be too. Anything you want to add to that, Weirdbeard?
What's the most stressful thing about planning 1.5? That a lot of it is technical knowledge. This is not a game, or this is not a gameplay centric edition. a lot of that work of stuff that we've talked and discussed and are planning on to like improve on gameplay stuff is a very straightforward, like, here's your box of toys, here's what you want the action figures to be able to do, how do you set them up so that they can do the thing, right? A lot of land is not just the financial aspect of it, but also this interweaving of how do you make these numbers, and when you put a card here, it impacts this and has all these other like little tendril stuff. For me personally, like, it's just a very hard project to get your arms around because it's not just straightforward. You don't just understand it while you look at it. What am I looking forward to working on post Land 1.5? Recommitting a lot of our energy and effort to staving off other games in the Web3 space, and like being able to win with a maybe not gameplay first or gameplay centric, but really addressing some of the old wear and tear and giving stuff a new coat of paint when it comes to how people play the game and interact with the fun loop of everything.
Demore is asking, why did the team think the bot helper issues in modern tournaments brawls is not a problem? Understand that this is stealing my joy in playing this game. I've been one of the biggest fans of this game since 2021. I feel like it's not a good sign. My whole community is taking a break from the game next season because it's unplayable in modern right now.
Well, I mean, first off, I would say nobody has ever expressed an interest in that it's not a problem. So that's, I would negate how you frame that to begin with. Second, like I said, we are installing TOS starting next week on Tuesday after our update. We will continue to make changes and updates as we go along. But these TOS updates do cover not only botting in the tournaments and brawls, but it also covers battle helpers in modern tournaments and brawls as well.
What did I miss? Where did I? Jobby Saints is asking, with so many streamers retiring, leaving, taking a break from the Splinterlands TV stream, do you have any plans on hiring some replacements? Yeah, I'd like to. We'll see if that's in the budget and plans, but I would like to. The more, we just did that. Zertz is asking, so what age are we in now, and when does the next one begin? I'm lost in that process, but like it. So I entitled this one "The Age of the Raging Impaler," which is a card. It's a beta neutral card. I go with the OG cards because that's more my era. So that's the name of it. We're in Sprint. This is year one, age for Sprint 1. Did I just do that correctly?
4.1.
Yeah, it's 4.1. So 1.4.1. And so we're at the very beginning, and that's why we'll be able to go release a new roadmap pretty soon. So some of that design, I guess, is it finalized and we just haven't released it, or are we still finalizing the design?
I'm sorry, of what exactly?
For the roadmap.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we are getting double, triple thumbs up on it, and we can put it out.
Okay. Is YouTube a thing? Is that a place humans find great content?
No, YouTube's
not
not real.
That's for me. Yeah. Stealth is asking, what are your thoughts on burning soulbound cards for DEC only, but still unable to sell, rent, or delegate? I don't have deep thoughts on that. That's not where my brain is at. Question, what do you think about releasing the first 500,000 Rebellion packs by draft mode tournaments? Nope. We need some revenue, guys. It's been, I don't know, since January that we've more or less gone without our primary mode. We're not going to give out 500,000 packs of the stuff that we just worked hard to build. We need that for revenue for the business to keep functioning and operating.
Well, I think usually draft mode tournaments, you're buying the packs within them, but right now is just unfortunately not the time that we can take our eye off the ball when it comes to having to make an entire draft mode tournament.
Yeah, actually, Manser was talking about draft mode as like a tournament version. So I guess I was thinking that he was just looking for this as handouts rather than purchases. But now that I'm reading the question again, it is on the list to do that. I don't think that it's going to be ready by the time that Rebellion packs come out. But draft mode is one of the things that's on the, I said gameplay is our next focus. There's some politicking around what gameplay is going to get launched first. There's a bunch of different people that are interested in different parts of that. And I'm not committing to any given one, but gameplay comes next, and we'll have to see where draft mode falls in.
Well,
But-
can I just? I'm gonna be a bad boy here. I'm not gonna say anything that I really shouldn't, but what I will say is that when we talk gameplay modes, we're not just talking about, hey, an alternative to ranked or an alternative to like tournament format or anything like that. We have some gameplay styles that are like completely redefining other mechanics that people would never even associate with gameplay. So there's a lot of cool stuff, but we got to get 1.5 out. So like, I don't even want to talk about it. 1.5's out, period.
Yeah, I hear you. How many Chaos Legion packs are left in rewards? It's like 40 to 50 grand. So, you know, we're running out. And I think that's the end of questions. So we're at 9:37. I think it's okay calling this one early. I mean, everybody's just stressed out trying to get land out. So having it a little bit earlier. Here are the last two questions that I'm going to do. Some guilds are out of buildings they want to upgrade. If you want us to burn DEC, is there any possibility to get that out soon, since there's a lot of design went into that? We have some plans that we could execute for guilds, and we'll have to see what life after land 1.5 looks like for when we get to it. And John is asking, what's the time frame that Rebellion will be released? Anything that's not land, we're just not talking about right now. We're going to get land out, and then we'll start talking about more of the roadmap and all the other things. All right. Gator, Weirdbeard, anything you'd like to say to kind of close this out for tonight?
I don't know. There was a lot of land stuff that I feel like we were able to pull a dove out of a hat and be like, look, it's real, it's here, you know. I don't know. It feels like, I hope that people are like, they don't have to be exuberant. I don't want them dancing in the streets because we took them through the tour of everything like that. But I sure hope that, you know, there's some positive sentiment that comes out of this, because really that walkthrough was more to be able to show everybody, you know, this is what we've been working on. We are here to deliver, and we hope that it makes you happy.
Yeah, I know the joke is like, hey, this is going to come out in 2025, but land 1.5 is pretty damn close, guys. We're doing everything we can to get it on Mavs as soon as we think it's ready, and hopefully that is in the not too distant future. You know, we said it, we gave a date once, and we were wrong. We got into it, and you know, there was more work to be done than what we originally thought. But now that we've been through that once, feeling pretty close that this thing is done. You know, you guys saw what's missing, and it's not, you know, there's some trickiness to it, but it's not extensive. And then we have some bugs that we know are in there that we got to fix, but it's not the end of the world. So,
And I want to say part of it is also a desire to not use Mavs as like a garbage dumping ground, right? We don't want to just, even if it was there and we saw all those bugs, the reason we held it back is because we know that like your first interaction with this stuff is going to be the lasting impression that we sort of get. So like, we could have put it out and had it full of bugs, but that would have made no sense, because then everybody goes, oh my God, it's full of bugs and sucks. So really, you know, getting it out on Mavs is making sure that we have done a ton of QA testing. I don't think there's a product that we have put out with this company that has gone through more testing.
Not even close. All right. Well, I'm excited. It's we're so freaking close. You can smell it. We're going to try to get a land show going in the near future. Be able to go talk about all the details that are coming, and let's get the baby out. That's where we're at. That's the stage. So just want to say,
can I make it one request of anybody watching? If you talk to anybody in this community over the next week, can we get 1 week of positivity? Like just feel good hugs and fuzzies and warm, good feelings, because I think it's sorely needed. And more than anything else, not only good, fuzzy, warm feelings for our team that are working on land, like Farpatrod and Hardpoint and Antioch and Nate and the creative team and Tyler and all those guys, but also fellow players and, you know, like everybody who's here in the Splinterlands community is here because they love Splinterlands. Maybe not love it, but they at least tolerate us. So, you know, like being able to build those bridges and, you don't have to be all lovey-dovey, but giving somebody a high five this week is not going to hurt anybody, I think.
Rock on. All right. Good night, everybody. This thing is awesome. Should be out soon. And thanks for your patience, and thanks for your abundance mindset. Thanks for your excitement, your energy, your positivity going into this week. And let's go spread the gospel of Splinterlands. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night.
When chaos reigns and hope is lost, when your darkest days aren't saved by the dawn, we bring the light to help guide the way. We are with you. We are the Rift Watchers. When your enemies have spread far and wide, when you're out of places to run and hide, follow the runes, help is on the way, we stand with you. We are the Rift Watchers. Reigns and hope is lost, when your darkest days aren't saved by the dawn, we bring the light to help guide the way. We are with you. We are the Rift Watchers. When your enemies have spread far and wide, when you're out of places to run and hide, follow the runes, help is on the way, we stand with you. We are the Rift Watchers. We are the Rift Watchers. are with you. We are the Rift Watchers. When your enemies have spread far and wide, when you're out of places to